You clicked on this video because you want to snatch the little waist, all right? You're tired of looking like this and you want to look like this, all right? I'm Elle Sweats, a certified personal trainer, major in human performance and physiology, and I am going to tell you exactly how to achieve a tiny little slutty waist. And this is no bullshit guide, no fluff. This isn't going to be a 30-day transformation, and this isn't going to be some detox tea. I'm going to give you the real shit. I've been through extreme cuts and I still maintained a boxy physique. I've been through bulks and I still didn't have the snatched waist that I was promised with the big old legs. And what I have learned from my journey is not that there's an easy way out. There's a whole process. All right, you have to be dialed into transform. Any day now. I was just tired of having no shape. It was exhausting, and all I wanted to was transform my body. I was never born with a perfect little hourglass physique. I had to learn how to achieve it and how to obtain it. And online, you'll hear all the time, cutting's the secret sauce. You need to know how to cut. But cutting alone doesn't just reveal a little snatched waist. Cutting alone does not work if you have nothing to reveal. The real secret about having a snatched waist is not the waist itself. Here's what people do wrong. When they think of a small waist, they think of the waist itself. And that is not how you achieve a small waist. How you achieve a snatched waist is focusing on what's above and below the waist. And that's your upper body and your legs, your lower body, all right? And so you can have a 27-inch waist, but if your upper body and lower body are small, you are going to maintain a boxy look and you aren't gonna feel like you have a teeny little tiny waist. You are gonna feel big. I'm sorry to break it, you will feel big. And if you have a 27-inch waist, but you have a larger upper body, larger legs, your waist will look snatched. It would look absolute tea. So my tips for everyone watching is, first off, stop constantly cutting. I know you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to be in a cut. This is how I lose weight. This is how I have a small waist. Wrong. If you have no muscle, there is nothing there to reveal. So you are just cutting to continue to look like a box. You are losing weight to look like a box, to look the same that you were before. You need to build your frame first. You have to spend a lot of time in the gym building muscle in order to build your little hourglass that you want. So my second tip is so key. You have to build your legs and your back. This is a really important step because your V-taper is your back, okay? Your back is designed like this, and if you grow your back, it makes your waist look smaller. And then if you really emphasize your legs, it will make your waist look small. So a non-negotiable is training back and legs 2 times a week. This will absolutely change your physique. And I know a lot of girls are tempted not to train their upper body because, oh, I don't want to look manly. I don't want that. Training your back and your upper body and your delts will give you a slutty little waist, all right? Don't be scared. Don't be scared, because I've seen a lot of guys in the gym have a smaller waist than me because their V-taper is insane, okay? Scratch what society has told you. You want a big upper body. It's nearly impossible for a woman to grow nearly as large as a man. We have literally 10 times less testosterone than a man. It is near impossible to get remotely close. Let me just preface that. So don't be scared to grow your upper body a little bit more. Then what I will want you to do is cut slowly. All right, 300 to 500 calories decreased. Make sure you have high protein, not just crash diet. Not a 30-day challenge that won't get you where you need to be. A slow, sustainable cut is what will get you where you want. Eat 300 to 500 below maintenance calories and keep your protein so high. Keep lifting. Lose about 0.5 to 1 pound per week. This is how you lose fat without losing muscle that you have built. And sometimes one cut and one bulk won't be enough. You have to repeat this process multiple times in order to achieve what you desire. Each time you'll get closer and closer to your goal. You'll build a little bit more muscle, you'll reveal a little bit more muscle, and you will one day be happy where you're at. I know it sounds like a lot, but let me show you what this actually could look like in real life. During my bulk, I gained weight, and the important part was I was building muscle under it that would eventually create my shape that I always desired. Once I lost weight, and all of a sudden my shape revealed. You do not have to bulk as aggressively as I did at all. You can do a slower bulk, you can gain way less fat that way, but the principle is the same. You need to build the frame and then reveal it. A small waist is not going to come from just losing fat. Okay, it's not going to come from just eating fruits and veggies. It's not going to come from your detox tea, and it's not going to come from any 30-day transformation. That is all hocus freaking pocus. Now here's the part people don't want to talk about. Building a frame literally means you have to be uncomfortable. You have to have a season of being so uncomfortable for a while. It means your clothes might not fit the way you want. The mirror might not loving you back as much as you want it to. I won't lie, there will be months where you're like, oh, why am I doing this? But if you stick it out, you will see the reward pretty soon. Here's the bottom line, no bullshit. If you want to reveal a small waist, if you want a slutty little small waist, you have to spend time building your frame. Otherwise, you're going to just look boxy the rest of your entire life. So you have to have a building season and a cutting season. This will allow you to achieve the dream physique, okay? You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to extremely bulk. You don't have to extremely cut. But as long as you do it for a little bit, not as aggressive, you will be able to achieve everything that you want. It's not quick, it's doable, and I'm proof of that. You don't have to be perfect, and I'm proof of that. I bulked too far. I gained too much fat, but I kept going, and you can too. Thanks for watching. I'm Elle Sweats, and subscribe. You can find me also on Instagram and TikTok at Elle Sweats, also Snapchat too if you want some behind the scenes.